Okay, going to turn on the lights. I feel like people stand for these things, but I'm not going to. I'm going to grab a chair. Be right back. Got a chair. Hello and welcome to another video. It's me, your friend Rustin, your future therapist. I gotta work on these intros. So I took some time and tried to figure out what I wanted to talk about. And so as I was talking about my grad program and talking about my majors that I was in, I figured, why not talk about why I hated nursing school? For context, I'm Filipino or Filipino American. I was born in San Francisco, but my parents are both Filipino. And if you're Filipino watching, then or if you've been to the hospital yourself, then you know it's a common stereotype that Filipinos become nurses. Also, I'm using the charcuterie thingy. I'm using it as a mic. Focus. But I figured it's pretty important to talk about why I hated nursing, why I dropped out. Because as a Filipino who did not want to pursue that, I want to send this message out to other Filipino Americans, especially around my age or younger, that feel like they are being pressured to go in to the school of nursing. And hopefully this video helps them out and they want to, and it inspires them to really think about nursing is right for them. And if it is, good for you. Nursing is a great career. And if it's not, I hope this helps. So, this isn't going to be your typical college is a scam, or this won't be one of those college is a scam type of videos, believe me. Again, nursing is a valid profession, it's a respectable one. Kudos to the nurses out there. Shout out to you guys. This is just why I didn't want to become a nurse and what I didn't like from it. The main thing, and probably the only thing I'm going to talk about, is I just felt extremely pressured to go into nursing. I didn't originally even had a plan to go to college in the first place. I just felt I was called into my guidance counselor office in high school, and she told me with a very stern face, Rusted, how come you aren't enrolled in any colleges around town? And I told her, I was like, I don't know. I'm a first gen college student. I didn't have anyone to tell me the ropes or teach me the ropes. I didn't have any immediate family in Arizona when I graduated high school to tell me what college was like. Most of my family was in California and they either already graduated or I just wasn't talking to them for at that time. Nothing against them. I just live very far. So I felt pressured at that moment to go up to my counselor and say, I'll sign up for college. Just show me how. And she did. I went through the ropes of signing up for college, going through community college first, getting a scholarship there. And I tell my mom about it. She has this wild idea to come with me to the enrollment officer and sit with me as I discuss my plans for the future. She was just being a loving mom. But when the counselor did ask, so Rustin, what do you want to major in? Oh, I gotta stand for this part. Ugh. Instinctively, I wanted to say something like, oh, psychology, art, because those are the things I was interested at that time. But my mom had expressed to teenage me that doing art or becoming a therapist might not give me a lot of financial security. Again, first gen college student. Again, I didn't really know much. So then, as I was getting the Asian mom death stare, I didn't want to say psychology, arts, even teacher. I actually considered being a teacher. But no, I felt the cold eyes staring at me as if she was expecting me to say nursing or engineering. So what did I say? Plot twist. It wasn't nursing. I said computer engineering. I did one semester of that, dropped it, and went into nursing because I was like, it's in my bloodline. Might as well. Mimi, why you can't eat this? She wants to eat the mic. You can't eat this. So when did I realize it wasn't for me? I was passing all my classes. I was getting B's. I was understanding most concepts really, but there was just this innate feeling in me that was saying I couldn't imagine myself working at a hospital. I couldn't imagine myself dealing with blood, needles, breaking news to family members. Most of all, just being in a hospital setting. Hospitals are pretty depressing for me. Just the atmosphere, how cold it is. It always feels like it's very gray in there for some reason. I don't know. But I just couldn't imagine myself in those environments. And for me, I want a career where I physically and emotionally feel connected to. And the hospital wasn't the place for me. I was a behavioral health technician as well. So I was working in a hospital anyway, working with psychiatric patients. And the nurses and the doctors that I worked with were extremely problematic. They were so problematic that I would question why they wanted to become a nurse in the first place. I could talk about so many examples from infidelity, drama, unethical decisions made. These were nurses, not technicians, by the way, doctors, even. I'm someone who wants to genuinely help people. I'm someone who likes to take the time in whoever I'm working with. There was actually a moment in the hospital where one of the nurses told me, "Hey, can you work with this patient? He had Down syndrome, autism, and schizophrenia." When people hear Down syndrome and autism, I guess there's a stigma saying, "Oh, they're dangerous. They might attack us." And I thought that was insane because I worked with this patient already. And when that nurse told me how he was problematic, I looked at her and I was like, he literally wouldn't touch a fly. But the nurse was like, no, no, with everyone else, he has problems with. But with you, Rusted, for some reason, he's fine. So we need you to watch him from now on for the whole day. So I started to wonder, how come these nurses aren't able to handle him? And how come there's some sort of connection between me and him? You'll never guess what it is. It's called treating him with human decency. You won't believe how much they treated this guy like a child with so much disrespect. They were talking down on him, treating him like a baby. He was 28 or 30 at that time. Yes, young, but he was an adult at that time, especially now. But that's when it clicked to me. The reason why he got along with me so well was because I just treated him like any other person. And what I do with every other person is I hear them out. I don't treat them any differently. I take their problems that they tell me seriously, whether it's small or big. It could be something small as, "Oh, I stubbed my toe," or it could be something big. "Oh no, I lost my job. What do I do?" To me, all those problems are equal to me because we all perceive problems differently and at different intensities. We all perceive things differently. It's very easy for most of us to say, "Oh, that's not a big deal," or "You're being dramatic." "Hide your tears, stop crying." It's very easy for us to dismiss that. But we're all going through life at different paces, different ways. We're all on our own different paths. We all see things in our own way. That's so important that I wish the whole world could realize. It may not be a big deal to you, but to someone else, it really can be. So when I realized that the way I connected with this problematic patient was just by having a human connection with him, that's when it clicked into my head. Maybe therapy is right for me. Maybe this is what I meant to do. If treating someone with this much empathy, or in my opinion, this minimum level of empathy, human connection, is something that has to be taught to people, yet is innate in me, then I don't see why I don't become a therapist. Because to me, a therapist is someone who is there to guide your life without judgment, to sit there on the passenger seat as you drive through and navigate your own life. Yes, you may take some random turns, you may get lost, you may cut some people off on the way, you might get cut off. But a therapist isn't there to judge. A therapist isn't there to get mad. A therapist isn't there to get upset. A therapist is there just to be there with you, to make you feel human, no matter what you're driving, where you're driving, how many bumps you went over, how many turns you missed. It doesn't matter. I hope to all of you, especially those who are Filipino American like me, or who are Filipino, or anyone who's struggling to find out what they want to do in life. My suggestion is take a deep look inside of yourself. What do you want to do? What's something innate in you? What gives you joy? What's something you feel like only you can do? I'm curious if you so happen to be watching and you made it to the end, please leave a comment below and I would love to read them. And I would love to build a community of future therapists or just people trying to figure out life. So leave a comment so I can see, and maybe we can talk and get to know each other and share each other's stories and what made your flop for us and what we were pressured into. But I hope you all enjoyed this little indoor vlog today. I think I'm going to do my videos mostly like this from now on, mostly because the economy is tough. I can't afford to do fancy things every day. And plus, I have 2 dogs to watch. Arizona, it's very hot, things are expensive, and things are very far. Once again, my name is Rustin. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. And if not, hi, future me. Thanks for making this. Hope you guys have a good one. Stay safe out there. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell. Hit!